Everybody knows Amazon is the biggest online retailing company in the world. The company's become a household name, selling everything from books to groceries and kitchen equipment to clothing accessories. As of 2021, Amazon had hit the trillion-dollar market cap with an annual revenue of $61.9 billion and has over 97,000 employees. In all, you can say that Amazon has done quite well for itself in its 30 years of existence. However, as much as we would love to applaud Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon and its former CEO, for building this gigantic success through hard work, resilience, and innovation, serious allegations have been levied against Amazon in recent times. Jeff Bezos says that Amazon is Earth's best employer and Earth's safest place to work. But is that true? In this video, we'll show you how Amazon started and some disturbing truths about this company that helped its growth. In 1994, Jeff Bezos, who had been working on Wall Street, decided to quit his job. The reason? Jeff had discovered that an internet revolution was taking place, and he felt there was an opportunity right there. So he made a list of the top 20 products that he could potentially sell on the internet. After much deliberation, Jeff settled on books because of their low cost and universal demand. He then moved to Washington and founded Amazon, an online bookstore that operated from a garage at his residence in Bellevue. Interestingly, the company wasn't always Amazon. Jeff initially dubbed the business Cadabra, as in abracadabra, which is super weird. But after someone mistakenly called it Cadaver, Jeff decided to change the name to Amazon, after the enormous river in South America. Jeff and a few employees started developing the software for their site, and in July 1995, Amazon.com went live to the general public. Its first ever order, placed in April 1995, a few months before the website was launched, was for a science book titled Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies. It was a phenomenal time for the company. When Amazon went live, the company billed itself as Earth's biggest bookstore, even though sales were solely based on word of mouth. But maybe it was a prophecy, because within 30 days of launch, Amazon had started shipping across the US as well as 45 other countries. In the same year, Jeff raised an $8 million round of funding from Kleiner Perkins, and by the end of 1996, Amazon had racked up $15.7 million in revenues. In 1997, Amazon went public with $18 per share, raising $54 million. That same year, Jeff personally delivered Amazon's 1 millionth order to a customer in Japan who had ordered a Windows NT manual and a Princess Diana biography. Phenomenal growth. Phenomenal growth. The company was booming, but it wasn't enough for Jeff. So in 1998, Amazon expanded beyond books and started selling music CDs. And the following year, it added more product categories, including toys, electronics, and tools. By December 1999, Amazon had shipped 20 million products to 150 countries around the world. And that same month, Jeff was dubbed Person of the Year by Times Magazine. The following year, Amazon introduced a service that allows sellers and merchants outside the company to sell their products alongside Amazon's products. It was a brilliant idea that boosted the popularity and, of course, the profits of Amazon. While all this was going on, Amazon continued to expand its range of products, raking in more profits, which it didn't post until 2003. In 2007, Amazon debuted its Kindle e-reader, and 4 years later, it announced that it was selling more books than print books. Between 2006 and 2013, Amazon rolled out a variety of services, including cloud computing and video-on-demand services, a studio that develops movies and TV series known as Amazon Prime, an online marketplace for fine arts, and its tablet computer called Kindle Fire. In addition to its wide range of services, Amazon has also acquired a number of companies, including Zappos and Whole Foods. In 2015, Amazon beat Walmart to become the most valuable retailer in the US, and by
Amazon is now past Walmart as the biggest retailer in the United States.
And by 2018, the company hit the trillion-dollar market cap, making it the second US company after Apple Incorporated to achieve this milestone. One thing can be observed about Amazon is that the country grew so fast, but that shouldn't surprise you because that was the motto of its founder, Jeff Bezos, who later stepped down as CEO of Amazon in 2021. But the question is, at what cost? The brave new paradigm. There is an old saying that goes like this: the higher the monkey climbs, the more you see of its ugly side, and Amazon has certainly climbed incredibly fast, becoming the largest online retailer in the world. But only a few people have looked closely at this gigantic retailer, and there's no doubt that Jeff Bezos' idea of using electronic streamlining and systems management to sell everything from books to bicycles, barbecues to Barbies at a cheap, very cheap price, and at the same time undercutting competitors like Walmart is brilliant. But what is the source of this efficiency and cheap price admired and accepted by all? Did Amazon achieve this by being a virtual store, saving the costs of building, staffing, and maintaining brick-and-mortar outlets? Or is Amazon doing it the old-fashioned way, which means squeezing the life out of its workers and suppliers, crushing its competitors with monopolistic muscle, and manipulating national and state laws? It would have been nice to say it's the former, but the truth is it's the latter, and the brain behind it is none other than Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Inside the Beast. Jeff was once called Person of the Year, but now that award has changed to the World's Worst Boss, a title given to him by the International Trade Union Confederation. He's been described by higher-ups in Amazon as a cold, controlling, and often vengeful boss with little empathy for the people who work for him. Even as far back as the 1980s, when Jeff worked on Wall Street, he was perceived as lacking the human touch, and it's this personality that has contributed to the growth of Amazon. To fully understand, we must look beyond Amazon's comfortable headquarters and observe what goes on in its warehouses, or fulfillment centers as they're called, where more than 97,000 employees work. There's only one word for working in these warehouses: hellish. Take the job of a picker, for example. In each warehouse, there are hundreds of them scrambling through a maze of shelves to pick products. The work is physically demanding because pickers are expected to speed walk an average of 12 miles every day to pick products and place them on the right track of the 7 miles of conveyor belts running through the facility. They do this with the help of a handheld computer. But the problem is the computer doesn't just tell them where to go, but also gives an allotted time it would take to get the product to its rightful place. So if the computer feels it would take you 5 minutes to get the product to its rightful position, you better speed walk as fast as you can, or even jog so you can get there within that time. Because if you don't, that's a big problem. You see, every picker has a target for each day, and Amazon has a point system that rates everybody's performance. If you score a few demerits, you get cancelled, and if you score more, you lose your job. Everything is also timed, monitored, and scored from beginning to end. And get this, lunch is just 29 minutes and 59 seconds, a fact workers are constantly reminded of again and again by the ever-present time monitors. And if they're not back to working 1 second after the allotted time for lunch breaks, they earn penalty points. Imagine working in this kind of environment for $10 to $12 an hour, an amount most of the workers don't even make because Amazon's warehouse employees are contingent hires, meaning they're temporary, seasonal, part-time laborers subject to the employer's whim. When sales are down, workers are let go, and when sales perk up, the managers demand you do a 12-hour shift with no notice. You must do it or be fired. And the big one is technically these workers don't work directly for Amazon. They're hired by temp agencies with Orwellian names like Amalgamated Giant Shipping that do Amazon's dirty work. What this means is that it gives Amazon plausible deniability about workers' treatment. It also means workers have no labor rights because technically they are independent contractors. So no healthcare, no vacation time, no scheduled raises, no promotion track, and of course no union. The question is, why are these workers putting up with this kind of treatment and work environment? It's simple. They need to take care of rent, food, and clothing. Jeff Bezos understands that millions of people are stuck in jobless depression with no way out, and so they have no choice but to take any job, even one as hellish as Amazon's. The truth is, Amazon has capitalized on this mass desperation, thriving on it to become the online giant it is today. The truth is, this truth is a big part of the magic behind its super cheap prices and super efficient delivery system. So, if you somehow remove this factor, Amazon would probably not be the giant it is today. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.